Hello, hello. Hopefully I've gotten all the scuff out of my system. But we'll soon see. Doing some Risk of Rain. I am absurdly bad at this game. So I apologize in advance. We're should be able to just get right into. Hey, look at that. It's working. So I am still learning this game. We're just gonna start on the rainstorm difficulty. Get my Probably get my cheeks clapped here. Hold on one second. Let me see how we are doing on sound. We're a little low on the sound. Let me go up to there, see how that is. How's that? Is that? I think that's fine. Okay. Let me know if the sound does anything. Wait, reposition my mic a little bit, actually. No. Does that make my... Is that good? I think that's good. And I unplug my headset. Okay. Oh, that's kind of an awkward spot for my mic. Okay, we'll try that. I'm hoping I still sound okay. So yeah, I'm not nice at this game. Sorry, I'm kind of readjusting some stuff here. There. So yeah, I have not played this on stream yet. Well, this is the first time. I was gonna do a Phasma stream yesterday, and I just had every technical difficulty possible. So I'm gonna do a game I can kind of vibe to. Hello. Oh, you're in the bubble. Ow. Oh. Yeah, healing drone, yeah, we'll need that. There's the teleporter. 50, huh? Ooh, green, huh? Okay, green. Let's get our... I like to start with this character as the engineer with the shuriken. They are... Like, my attacks are really weird. They kind of bounce around and they don't have much range. So the shuriken helps give me an attack option. They're kind of... I don't think they're random. There's just a cooldown, I think, for them. So you shoot them and you have to wait before you can shoot them again. But... It gives me a really good ranged DPS. It's much easier to kill these guys. It also applies to my turrets, which are my primary source of DPS. Until I, well, no, my turrets pretty much are always my primary source of DPS. What's this guy? Another healing drone? Yeah, let's get another healing drone. Okay, we've only opened one box, so we need to get on this. Get some money. There we go. That's not enough money. You're not dead. Oh, you're a different guy. There you go. Oh, another green one. Nice. Let's see. I like to... Really doesn't matter at this point. We're going to get the fire one. I'd really like that. And we're going to start off with the Bungus. So with this, the Bungus gives you a little little aura of healing when you stand still for 3 seconds, which is very bad to do in this game. However, my turrets also get this skill. Having a little healing cloud around them can be very helpful, especially since my secondary is a shield. So I can drop my turrets, get my shield, heal up. The enemies cannot, well, most of the enemies can't attack through the shield, or most of their attacks can't get through the shield. But they can simply walk through it. But when they're far away, it really helps. Plus, you're going to mitigate damage from multiple attackers. Let's go this way. Basically, I'm going to try to get some skills lined up before teleporting, hopefully. The other, that fire extinguisher I got, this guy, the ignition tank, it deals quadruple damage for fire attacks. And the shuriken, the other one. So we don't have. So we'll get one of the next things I'll get is fire attacks, and that'll really help up my DPS with the extinguisher right off the bat. I'm playing a pretty predictable way, I guess. So we might turn off the command skill. Actually, probably what I'll do is I'll switch characters. We'll turn off the command skill. Hunter drone. Drones are nice. They follow you around until they get knocked out, and then you have to repurchase them. Very good. Some weapons. I really like the missile launcher. I like to spec into missiles for my turrets quite a bit. So... we're gonna put down on our turrets. The nice thing about the turrets is that they usually attack the nearest thing to them. So if you drop a turret and they're near to your turret, they'll go after that first. And the turret will heal itself with the bungus. If you put two next to each other, they become a pretty powerful force to deal with, even with just one bungus. But I usually build up quite a bit. Ooh, there's a box. What kind of box are you? You are... That's good. So we got our bungus already. Let's get a fire. That's really gonna power up our DPS right off the bat, because anytime they catch fire, they will, that fire damage will be 4 times as much. I hit those flying guys. I don't think I went over here yet. I didn't see any boxes up there, but grab them if we can. Or grab any if they're up here. That's what that missile thing I bought does. It sends out a bunch of missiles. And it'll send out more as we unlock more skills. Or buy more skills. There's a void thing there. This chest that we already got. Looks like there might be some other thing. Oh no, it's an enemy, dead enemy. We'll boingy our way up here. I sometimes forget what these skills do. I haven't got them all memorized yet. But this will take like 50% of my life. So you gotta be careful when you use these. Okay, so we'll do the fire one. Because we have fire rock, so this, like, has a chance to create a... Or no, detonate enemies, I'm sorry. Void Scent Flame. I thought that was a actual fire attack, but that's silly. Oh, I didn't even see this box. Alright, so what do we need? What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? We'll do bleed damage. So this tri-tip dagger gives a 10% chance of bleed, which is really good. Anything else I missed? No? Alright, we'll trigger a teleporter. Where is... There he is. This guy, my shield doesn't really protect us from him. Just send out our missiles. He's got bleed, he's on fire, and his health is just draining. Got us a hype coin. We got us a green. What do we want? We want missiles, I think. So let's grab this missile guy. Yeah. And redeploy one of our turrets, so he has missiles now. So you have to redeploy the turrets for them to get this skill. And and they have a cooldown in the bottom right hand corner. You can see the cooldown there, so 28 seconds before I can redeploy the turret. So I can only have 2 right now. But anytime I get anything that gets added, you can see a little, I don't know if you can see where my crosshairs is, a little rocket looking thing. It looks like this thing right here. But yeah, you have to redeploy them whenever you get a skill, and they're already deployed to get them to attach it. Alright, teleporter is cooked. Let's go. Okay. Let us commence for every time you switch levels, every time you go through a teleporter, your money resets. So I hate these guys. Oh, kill them in one go there. Hello, Tai Tai. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Playing some Risk of Rain. I have not played this on stream, and I'm not very good at it. How are you doing? Let's see here. So I kind of start off going for DPS stuff. So I got the tri-tip. I need to get this crowbar, the glasses, but I'm gonna start with a sticky bomb. This is really good. I mean, it's good against all enemies, but it's a good especially against sturdy enemies that don't go down right away. I might come back for that, but now I don't have a whole lot of money. Go ahead and get this guy. Lose half my health. And we want this. Oh, wow. So the safer spaces, it blocks 1 incoming damage. And I think it's got a 15 or so second cooldown or something like that. Does it tell us? Doesn't. But it does have a cooldown where to reset. And you can stack them, so you can keep buying those little safer spaces. And so if you have 10 of them, you'll block 10 incoming damage. Why? It just gave me two weapons. I already have weapons. That's chilly. At least it did on the first. So that's that little statue thing. It lets you roll for any kind of item. It's just a random roll, but it's a gamble because you don't always get an item, so you have to roll sometimes like 10 times, and every time you roll, it gets more expensive. What do we got? We got a white and a white. So, we need crowbar, and we'll do glasses. I didn't pick it up. I have so many drones, they're doing like all the work. Boom. So yeah, you get all those effects. Like I like to add a bunch of effects for DPS because we'll do things like the coffee later on, which will speed up my attack speed and speed up my physical speed, which this character really needs because I'm really slow. But at the start, I really like focusing on DPS. Alright, let's see here. What else do we need? Do we need anything else? Let's go ahead and get some coffee. The coffee. So this mocha, it increases attack speed and it increases movement speed. And combined, it's slightly less than getting, there's a like a goat's leg where you can get a like a syringe. But it's very slight. I think it's easier to just go for that instead of trying to balance out the syringes. You don't have to really think about what you have. Like you could just get it all and it's always good. I think the next green item I'm going to get is probably going to be a ukulele. We can keep going for mocha. And as I'm doing this, I'll get faster. This also stacks onto my turrets. So while they're stationary, they do get the attack speed increase. Alright, so we're going to get the uke. And this has a chance to send a little electric, like, wave attack. So it'll jump from enemy to enemy. And it's just another DPS. Awesome piece of DPS. The drone, what kind? Missile drone, yes. Excellent. What kind of drone is this? Missile drone, excellent. We buffed missiles, so missile drones are good. Always good. That blue light was the ukulele. Got missile drones flying over, got gunner drones and healing drones. I have a whole drone army. I'm a part of the Separatist Alliance. Alright, let's go ahead and start the telly. Okay, again. Our shield up, and his attack can't get through my shield. I can literally just sit there, and so long as he doesn't do an attack that goes under the shield. And some attacks seem to go through the shield, but that one doesn't. I didn't even end up using my rockets. Alright, we got the uke. We got Will-O-Wisp already, the corrupted version of it. Guess we can rock into these. Fuel cells gives us extra rockets. Get a couple of those. I do need to get the feather so I can double jump. But I usually get that later. So we're waiting for the teleporter to charge. It's at 80% right now. So when you call a teleporter, it's got to charge up, and you got to sit inside this red bubble. So there's a top. It's got a whole radius, spherical radius, and you have to sit inside here to charge the telly. And then once it does that, you can hit E on it or whatever if you're using a controller. I tried using a controller in this game and I had a lot of problems. But I'm thinking it's actually related to my, so I had a lot of problems with other games I didn't realize they were related to the firmware on my controller. So my controller actually might work now. Yeah, ooh. So because I have the safer spaces, this guy, I could actually activate this. This would ordinarily take 50% of my HP and I have to recover it, but right now it's blocked. Honestly, there's probably not a lot I want from that, but See what it is. Okay, this needle thing, I think, corrupts the... Yeah, it corrupts my, daggers. I hate these teleporty guys. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Go ahead and get some missiles going. And I really hate everything. I hate everything in this place. Okay. Send out our next set of missiles. Since we have that fuel cell, we can send 2. He's still alive? I died. Alright, so these... Oh, no, he did not die. Very nicely. So collapse. So the enemies will have a chance of dying when you hit them just immediately. We need more mocha. We're gonna go up to 5 for now, and then we'll continue that later. We'll do 5 mocha, and then we'll start doing the safer spaces, I think. And we'll look at some other stuff. Okay. Turret's really doing the job to him. Oh my gosh. Alright, so we'll do 4 more safer spaces. Okay. We'll probably invest into glasses, I think. Are there any Risk of Rain experts out there? I'm still very much learning this game, so any feedback is always appreciated. There's a teleporter. You can use middle mouse button if you're using mouse and keyboard to highlight stuff. Nice if you're playing with the group. Also keeps things marked for a little while as you move away. It's not permanent though. Thing following me. So one of my abilities are pretty short range, so I got these little balls. They're really strong, but they're really hard to get hits on, especially airborne fast things. The other thing I have is mines, which are very problematic because they don't. I've upgraded them so that they move a little bit, but basically you have to kind of plant them and then have stuff run into them. So like that, and they'll kind of like if something gets kind of in range, they'll kind of waddle over to them. Pretty strong. Pretty darn strong. But, not that phenomenal. We'll get the, predatory instincts. Increases, so critical hits increase attack speed. Go ahead and grab another one of those. No, why not? You only need to ever get 3 of those things. Didn't mean to do that. Whatever. What's up there I missed? So as you progress, the more time you take, the more difficult the enemies become. You definitely want to kind of speed through as fast as you can. There is it does get to its maximum difficulty. Yeah, the more time you take, the harder it becomes. Which is kind of a pain because sometimes teleporters are really difficult to find. Like they're in a really weird spot of the map. At least for me. Oh, hello. See, this one's kind of difficult because it's hard to get the missiles to hit him because he's underground half the time. Also, the shield doesn't work against him. But he's getting messed up though. All right. He is gone. Do I want to get the last? I might as well get the last predatory instincts. Why not? We'll get missiles and fuel cells. Probably specking more into missiles than fuel cells. Because the missiles help everything. They help all my drones. They help my these guys. So when I say missiles, I mean the ATG missile. Whereas the fuel cells only help my like the Q move I have, which is like an alt, fires a bunch of missiles out, and it can be very, very powerful. And if you get a lot of them, it's very, very powerful too. Sorry. It's an interesting one. I really hate these things. Anything that kind of leaves a slime trail, I always really hate. So that's an equipment drone. Oh gosh, he's just killing my... Ooh, chill. Killing all my stuff. Killing all my drones, I don't like that. So equipment drones, they'll take my Q move, which is the missiles. So until I've secured another one, I don't like to pick them up because I always spec so much into my missiles. Until I can pretty much guarantee I'm going to get another piece of equipment, I don't usually go. Okay, we'll get that. This lets us double jump. Makes it easier to get around. That was the feather. Oppo feather. You have to jump. Okay. I don't remember what we're gonna. Oh, we still need one more of these. Okay. So now we have 5 of these. I don't remember what I was gonna spec in after this. Could be glasses. I could do Bungus. Probably need to start specking into Bungus. This is a lunar thing. I don't really like any of them so far. I might start using them when I use other characters. But they really change how the items work significantly. I don't have a good enough understanding of the game yet to make good use of them. Said Bungus, so Bungus, and then we'll do glasses. Ooh, red, perfect. So we want this tactical or pocket ICBM. This will add a significant number of missiles. So if I shot my missiles now, I can see how many more there are. There were. And they'll fly around for a while. They'll eventually crash. But they will they will fly around and try to find other things that have spawned. So very good for the rockets. So it'll make the fuel cell a lot more handy. The more fuel cells I get, the more I could see how I have like a stack of rockets now. I can continue to stack them and get more. Because there's like a 45-second cooldown. Oh, there's a teleporter. Get more stuff though. No. No, it's just a regular gun drone. I was hoping to find a another equipment so I can get that equipment drone. All right, for green, we said we're gonna do rockets and we're gonna do fuel cells. So rocket. Next one we'll do fuel cell. I already came over here. Other equipment drone. No, it's a turret. There's another equipment drone. I almost kind of want to. I mean, because there's a pretty good chance I'm gonna get another piece of equipment, but I would be angry if I don't. No, I'm not gonna mess with it. The drones are pretty fleeting. Sometimes they just get bodied right away anyway, so. You could rebuy them, but for the equipment drone, if you rebuy it, you have to reattach equipment to it. Okay. Oh, these guys are absolutely lovely. We're gonna body them pretty quick though. Yeah, they didn't even stand a chance. Weren't even a threat. So we did that. We'll do the fuel cell. Pick it up. Like I said. How is everyone doing? Well, for me it's tonight, this evening, late afternoon. I don't know. It's like 6 o'clock. I consider that evening. The afternoon kind of ends at 6. I hope all is well. I was a bit silly today. Oh, there's a void thing over there and another chest. I'll go get those. And wait for the teleporter to charge up. Okay. Green, so we'll do rockets. Next one we will do fuel cell. And the only thing I want from here is going to be another one of those. So that stacks on top. So instead of having 5 and a half, 6 now. Awesome, awesome. Let us leave. Okay, so this is the last world before the final world. And of course, there's equipment right there. That's okay. That's how it goes, though. So I could have gotten one of the equipment drones pretty safely. How much are these boxes? Hate these orange things. They're very durable. We have a bunch of rockets to use, so let's go ahead and unleash. We got tons of DPS though. We need Bungus. The more Bungus you get to, the more effective it is. It makes a larger healing cloud, and it makes a more effective healing cloud. You heal faster. So, and that's from the drones can use that as well. So I can stand still and use it. The drones can use it. So you can get a pretty effective healing cloud. Oh, I'm frozen. Those little those ice enemies, they can, when they die, they create a big bubble around them that freezes anything inside of it for a couple seconds. It'd be pretty nerve-wracking. One more Bungus, and then we will go back to, or we'll do glasses, I guess. Actually, I'll just go to coffee at this point. I did glasses because I'm dumb. Had glasses on the brain. Get our Mocha. Mocha. This will increase our movement and attack speed. Ooh. I don't know if the pocket ICBMs stack. I guess let's get the dagger. Killing enemies, release homing dagger. Get rid of this guy. Oh, he's already gotten rid of. Hilarious. Drone back. Isn't there a missile drone? It is. This is a very drone heavy game. Or maybe these are just drones I've had that were destroyed. Ooh. Oh, no. Yeah, those guys can hurt. Okay. Ooh, another red. I have no idea what I want. I'm curious if these, I'm pretty sure they do stack. So I've never had 2 pocket ICBMs before. Weird sounding thing to say. Got that. Already got that one. I've seen the teleporter. Go ahead and use this. Yeah, looks like a more. It's hard to tell. May not be worth it to do that twice. Whatever. This is where we started. Ow. You know what I should have gotten? I should have gotten the shield, the Aegis shield. That was dumb. That's what I should have gotten. It's like one of the best things you can get for my character. Also, I haven't expected health at all. I just realized how little health I have. Okay, so what do we have? We have our Bungus. What were we going to spec in? I guess we can look back at classes again. Yeah, the Aegis shield basically gives me a shield equivalent to my health. I have to deplete my health and then, or my shields, and then start working way up my health. And if I increase my health, that shield increases well proportionally 1-for-1. Really powerful skills for this build. Oh no, I didn't want to fall. Oh yeah, I have to get fall damage protection. So my question is, where is the telly? I probably looked right at it and just didn't recognize or didn't register. All right, so we have 5. We can go back to Mocha, I think. Oh crap. No, this isn't where I want to be. Oh, the teleporter is down here. I don't think I've ever seen it down here before. Yeah. So down here, there's like a little puzzle area where you can get the various like artifacts in the game. I've only gotten one so far. Probably should invest in getting more at some point. But yeah, you have to know the kind of code to punch in, and you get codes through playing, or you could just look on the internet. Will take us to the final level, to the final countdown. After we defeat whatever horrors the game's in throughout us. Oh gosh. And dead. Oh, I think I lost a turret. Ooh, they give me a gold one. Crap, I have no idea what I want. I think this thing one is what I want. Chance on hit to fire magma balls. That sounds kind of nice. Lost a drone somewhere, I think. Maybe not. Maybe it was just my engineering, or my deployable turrets I saw die. Which I think that's what it was. Yeah. Oh. In the end game, I mean, all characters have difficulty, I think, but one thing about the final boss is he takes all of your stuff and he can use them against you. So I'm gonna lose my shuriken, my missiles, the bungus, everything that makes my character good. So in order to damage him, I'm gonna have to get close to him, which is a serious problem for my character because I have low mobility, very, very low mobility. um, and I really have to get in close. Sorry, I bumped the mic there. I really have to get in close to damage him. But these little bouncy balls, you can kind of arc them, but they're really hard to hit at that point. They do have a finite range. So as you damage them, you get some of your stuff back, but it's random what they throw back at you. Eventually, once you kill them, you get all of it back, but it is indeed random. So, you guys kind of strong. I hate these flying guys. Actually, oh god, he killed me. Wow. The game could go like that sometimes. I'm like, I decided I should probably use some missiles on this. But by the time I made that decision, it was too late. I should have also used a shield, a bubble shield. These are really, really good. Yeah, let's risk rain. Have another go. Every time you start over, you start with your default dance stuff. Actually, what I should... I think I'm gonna actually, no, we'll do one more with this character. And then we'll switch characters. Oh, how weak I am. Goodness gracious. Hello. Go ahead and get this party started. Start off with some bungus. And the thing about this shield is even my stuff bounces off of it. So if you go out of it, then you can't attack whoever's inside. They can attack you, though. One-way shield. So I just gambled to try to get something. It failed. Here we go. Something that time. Let's start with the... let's start with the shuriken. Or I'm pretty much going to play this the same way, except if I get a Shield of Aegis, I'm going to actually... Or if I get the opportunity to get the Shield of Aegis, we'll take it. I don't have money. Can I get some money? Can I get us a cup of money, please? Hello? Thank you. Ooh, another green. Good, we'll get a... There's Tilly. There. I can't mark it. Man, y'all are spawning kind of slow. What's going on? Hello? I can leave him some mines. He'll die on those. We got our bungus. All we have? Yeah, bungus. Start building our guy up. Fire. We want fire. Fire always really good. Oh, I'm in froze. Ooh. Any character that leaves fire trolls, I just hate in this game. Some mines for him. Okay. This time we will get... Go ahead and get our bleed. You can already start to see the damage piling on. Well, you only get 2 items out of this, so... The crowbar? So we already got one earlier. We didn't have any money to keep gambling. And it took 3 more hits to get the next one. Each time the amount of money it costs to re-roll increases. So it can be expensive. Alright, we got our samurai sword. We have our gas. We'll get our missiles again. We'll go ahead and start the telly. I feel like we're under-equipped from where we were in the first level, but how it goes. Okay, those. Oh. Get our feather. Our double jump. Off the jump. Oh. Go. We're starting to get the glasses for. Oh, these things suck. Okay. Use my shield to mitigate the damage. Ooh, gold. Over gold. Magma balls. Jumping for joy over here. I don't know why I just deployed that. Oh well. Doesn't really matter. Hello. You're my drone friend. Okay. Do I need sticky bombs? The old sticky bombs. Going for some coffee. The mocha. Green. Go ahead and get some. Wait, do we have a uke? I don't have a uke. Get our uke. Nothing there. Who knew? Might have to some energy in me. Ooh, let's go ahead and start speccing into. Let's go ahead and start speccing into Mocha, I think. All right, green. I'm gonna grab this to get more, a little bit more health going. Ooh, another green. Okay. Let's hit this will-o-wisp. Green. Okay. We'll do this. Need money. There we go. Money. And they're green. Nice. All right, now we're kind of making decisions here. No, we're not. We're sticking with these. One more of those. So those, what are these? Okay, critical strikes increase speed. So it's pretty good. So since our turrets can help us out with that too, should help us out quite a bit. Mocha, build up our attack speed, build up our movement speed. I think it's 6.5% each. my goodness. Hello? Put that turret in a really awkward spot. More. Alright, no more of those guys. You can only stack 3 of these, so... I don't even know if he'll let you buy a 4th. Bobbing and weaving. Ducking and dodging. Join, yes. Okay. Turret's over there doing work. Lunar coin there. I don't even know if it's worth it, to be honest. I never use them. Missile drone? Healing drone. One more of these, and then we'll start specking in some other stiffs. Because there's an item here. Most likely this is worth it. Alright, what was the teleporter over here? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually step away for just a moment. Excuse me just a sec. Alright, sorry about that. Right. Need to get a energy drink. I don't like these energy drinks. I tried something new and I just do not like these, but usually get the, I think they're Red Bull, they're called like Sunrise or something like that. I'm in an orange can. They're really good and they're sugar free. And those, I really like them quite a bit. Actually ordered for the first for the first time I offered some got some in G Fuel. I never really was interested in it, but I'm willing to give it a try. Alright, let's get this order going. Put our shield up. I hate these guys. Alright, he's already dead. Grab this. I don't know what I want. Missiles. Got little wisp. Missing anything here? Got the uke. I guess more missiles. I don't have equipment yet. Start investing in the fuel cells once I get equipment. Over here. Can't tell what that is. While we're in this portal thing, portal charging, you can't grab certain items, most items. I think you can grab them if they're inside the area. Maybe. Can't remember what the rule is. Or maybe you can't grab anything. I don't know. I might be dumb. Just spawned. Big Chungus? Oh, just a normal Chungus. I hate these let's do this is real fast. I hate those big what's drone? Healing drone. Yeah, we'll take you. You can come along. These big crawly guys, I don't know what they're called. I really hate them. Ooh, another drone. Where do you go? There, drone. Nice. You can come along too. Let's go. Let us leave. Ooh, this place will have a lot of equipment for sure. It always does. I say that now, it's gonna be cursed. Shoot them down. I do struggle with this character with flying things. I almost have to use my drone against them. Glasses. My glasses, my glasses. Really, I just hate all the enemies. These things can rush you down really quick. Get inside your shield and just be all in all annoying. See it. What do I want? Start on the path of Bungus. Bungus buffed. Up in the buff, Bungus. Oh, that was a weird jump. I don't remember once if I get back to the final stage. Use the shield. The shield against those flying things. There we go. Missile launcher. Here we go. These are always the orange items. These little capsules. Always equipment. Just what the doctor ordered. There's a teleporter. Up. What am I doing? I'm doing some more of these. No. Equipment drone. Nice. I'm probably pretty safe just getting this, so I'm going to. So I'll lose my Q. My missiles here. I'll get this guy, so he'll get it, but he'll be using it. And there's another piece of equipment right there, so we're Gucci. Boom. We'll get it back. So he'll have missiles, we'll have missiles, everybody has missiles. More bungus among us. Do one more of these and then we'll start specking into some their stuff. Curtain. Oh, it's you. Ow. Game can get a little chaotic. This isn't even that chaotic, to be honest. A piece of equipment here. Alright, last bungus. Bustling fungus. Been told it's referred to as bungus. Thought I'd actually killed him. Sorry, can't make up my mind on where I want to go. I went this way. The question is, did I go over there yet? I think maybe up high. Yeah, I did. It's okay. Aha, but I didn't go down here, it seems. Ah. Okay, what do we want? Coffee. Didn't actually pick a oldie. Chill. Trying to get my coffee here. Popping off. Oh, what is that? What is that? What is that? Oh, I'm placed under. Okay. Didn't know what I wanted. Rocket? Yeah, one more rocket. Oh. And then we'll start investing in fuel cells. Oh, I didn't want to get. It just creates a little healing area. No. Fuck that. Sometimes I forget what I'm upping. My brain is empty. My head has no thoughts. There's two of them. Okay. Couldn't deploy both of my turrets right away because overcharging. Dead. They're both dead. Okay, good. Gold. Not sure what I want to get here. I think this thing. Critical strikes always bleed enemy. Bleeding enemies now explode. That's kind of nice. More energy. Need more energy. What is shaking the ground? I don't know, my turret's got it apparently. This is a very, this class you can kind of let the turrets do all the work at times. Especially when you're just waiting for the teleporter to charge. There's not a lot of enemies usually spawning. Okay. What do we got? What do we got, guys? Magic mushroom? Yeah. Oh, no shield, no shields. Dodge, dive, dodge. You have a shield now. Get what I'm going for. One more of copies, and then we'll do. Guys. Oh, that's not good. Needs to die. No, don't pick up more of my missiles. When there's a big explosion attack, everything basically becomes Mega Man, and everything that it touches will explode for massive damage. So my shield can block it, but it takes a while for it to well, it's dependent, one, on you having the shield, and two, on it takes a while for it to kind of expand out. Very slow moving very leisurely explosion, just kind of taking its time. So I don't have these aren't corrupted, the bears. So what is it called? Tougher times. So they only have a chance of they only have a chance of actually blocking something. So Whereas once it's corrupted, as long as it's available to proc, there's like a 15-second cooldown, it always blocks attack. So I can collect now, and if I get a corrupted one, it'll corrupt all of them, which is good. Well, that's a healing drone. I thought that was a stationary drone. Yeah, I want that. Ripped. I need one more of these. Go for one more. What else? What else should I get? What else should I get? Ooh, yes, we need fuel cells. Extra missile. One ping only. Climb this tree of life here. Sometimes stuff spawns up here. I hate it when... Okay, no. Still, it seems like not all my missiles. I think my missiles hit part of the tree. Slither in our way down here. Obviously the best house. Slither in. Coffee is always good. Glasses are always good. Ooh, oh, I didn't know that those did that. Yeah. Oh, boo. You don't explode. Nope, didn't explode. Too weak. So what I might do is I might play this character one more time. And I might do it on the highest difficulty. Boom, boom. This character is easy to vibe with. Not be all not have to pay attention too much. I mean, it's not as intense as the other characters. It is intense, but you can stop for a second with this character and appreciate their ability to heal ridiculously. There's one of the Grandpaps. Very powerful enemy. Very annoying. Throws a big old spirit bomb on you that drags you off the map, and then sometimes he just holds it above his head and just destroys everything. And if he does that attack, it just completely blows your back out. Did I wake him up? No. He's really far away. I shouldn't wake him up. He's just gonna chill there. Till we get closer. Gonna turn into a huge douche. Okay. Get it? Oh, this could be very expensive. Go. Can't even afford to get that one. Oh, let me do that. Oh, what is that? Oh. Damn, okay. No more of those. Give them too much of my money. Nice. I don't have a guarantee of blocking this, but I did. And now I do. Killing drawing? Yeah. It's please. Oh, I'm too poor? Too poor. I gambled too much of my money away. Wealthy again. We have equipment there? Probably won't use it. I don't think we're gonna be even finding equipment drunk. Probably not come back for it. Okay, they all died. Pretty sure they're all gonna die, but ow, ow, ow. Shields are too strong. Oh gosh, this is this guy. And he got back blown out. What can I do? Do more bungus. This is always good. Get enough of this stuff. You're basically just constantly always healed. What's going on here? Wholesale. Pick it up, I did. Fungi. Oh, he's attacking, Kill him. Fungi. Oh, was that the... No, it's just a regular one. So this will drag us off the map. You have to destroy it and then close your distance. Do and get a feel cell. No money. Huge pain in the butt. Try to ignore everything, get close to him, and this. Oh god. Okay, no, it's just a regular one. Okay. You really want to get in there and really just lap their cheeks as soon as you can. Really get in there. Use both hands. Oops, sorry. Okay, you don't want to mess around with those guys. There's another fuel cell. You look scary. You are scary. Oh, and you brought a friend. Hello? Can I? Yeah. That bomb? Oh, you teleport. Boom. This. And oh wait, it's just that. But that was a red one. Dang it. Hopes up. There's the teleporter down below us. What to get here? What to get here? Um. Okay. Go back and finish out these maybe get us a Aegis shield or a how could I say bien? Possibly. Not with this luck, we can't. It was open. Okay. Oh boy. A minute. No, no. You're back where we started. Are we gonna make it? Yes, we are. We are indeed gamers. Terrible at video games. Give me my drink. When you fall off the map, it just gives you, it just takes away a ton of life, and then it spawns you back at the nearest piece of land. So you can be hit by those rocks flying by, like if you jump into one. It's kind of hilarious because it's like getting hit by a truck. You don't, unless you're looking at them, you don't even see them coming. Like right now, you obviously see them coming, but yeah, sometimes like if you're like looking in one direction, you totally won't anticipate them. You'll get your cheeks clapped. Boing. I don't know if I can make that jump. I can't make that jump. Oh god. And there we go, off the map. Oh, but it spawned me down here. Nice. So we'll start getting silly fast here for too long. We're actually not going to get too many more things. Wingy? If there's anything in the area, nothing. We won't get any more stuff after this. I don't think I was high enough to take fall damage there. Ooh, grandparents. Hello. Honestly, should get clapped right off the bat. Yep. I just fired. I'm still firing missiles. Because I'd gotten so many of the fuel cells. What did he drop for us? Green? You could have dropped something nicer. Bitcoin, Liver coin. Pop it. Let us leave. Alright, we'll try not to get our cheeks clapping. But we probably will. I'm not good at this game. Not good at all. Crap. I'm sorry if that was annoying. Probably faster if I just do this. Okay, so we have Flyboy. He's the one that killed us before, officer. We're gonna let loose them 2 rockets. The shield. The shield. Boom. There we go. There we go. That's more like it. So probably just 1 shield or 1. We'll try with 1 rocket and see if that does it. If we have a shield, if we don't have a shield, we'll unleash 2. Because those things are they're not strong, but they do. So this is the ship. We have to get back to the ship, but we can't get to it. There's pillars that we have to take out before we can get through there. So we have to get 4 of them. Sometimes they spawn more than 4. So yeah, there's 2 up there. Like one there, one there. You can see the blue. I don't know if you how well you can see it on stream, but there's like a little blue ribbon of light. Guy should definitely be dead. Yeah, he's dead. There's a boy. Oh god. Okay, he shoots bullets at you like constantly, like super rapid fire. So it can be very, very dangerous. All right, we'll put down 2 guys there. Start this. These little blue boogers, they drop a big old fire. That big fire circle, it will kill you so fast. So I spaced out my turrets so that usually I want them to overlap their bungus, but in this case, if one of them gets in, it'll wipe them both out. One of them explodes. When they die, they explode in that blue flame, and it's devastating. Massive damage. Looks like I got plenty of DPS though to handle them before they get close. I don't know on the hardest difficulty. I probably won't. So we will, yeah, we'll basically start these. It's basically just like a short teleport event. We got to do 4 of these. Some of them do different statuses to you, but these ones are passive. So, oh crap, that's a thing. There we go. We can do this one. This one's annoying. I hate this one over here. So I don't have to because there's 5 total. Do that to those guys. See how ineffective my attacks are against those jumping guys. Sometimes there'll be one here. But what these are is they blast you up into the air. So I find them incredibly annoying. But you can time your jumps. So if you don't, you'll get blasted out of the circle, and the circle's really small. So it doesn't matter where you stand. If you stand on top of them, it'll blast you straight up. But you can time your jumps so you don't get blasted. But when you do, it stops building while you're outside of it. So you want to try to stay inside of it the best you can. Sometimes you can wedgie your body in a spot where you'll stay, like it'll just keep blasting into the wall, but it's really hard to do. So easier to just do this. Sometimes if you mistime your jumps, and you can rely, with this character, you can rely on your turret to do a lot of the heavy lifting. But on other classes, you can't necessarily do that. You gotta actually shoot. Some classes you actually have to aim. So this class is a class you have to aim. Like my weapons aren't heat-seeking or like auto-locking. The turrets are, but my main weapon isn't. There's some classes that you auto-lock with your primary weapon, but you don't have like turrets. In some classes you have to aim completely. Very bouncy. I don't like you. Making me feel a certain sort of way. So we'll put it's kind of close together because this one is the blood. You'll see it'll drain my health quite significantly. So we'll go ahead and throw out a bunch of missiles. With the Bungus though, my health is pretty stable, so it's a fast one. These are my favorite ones with this class. Because you can put down the turrets and you can heal. Basically, if you don't put down the turrets, it'll constantly drain your life while you're in range of it. And that's how it fills up the portal, is by draining your life. With this class, since I can heal, I have so much healing, especially with 10 Bungus, I don't really have to worry too much. So instead of doing the one that bounces you into the air, there's two here. We could have done the two of those and the blood one, and we wouldn't have had to do the one that bounces you up in the air. It's okay. Is that a lunar thing? Okay. Is that what that is? Yeah, it is. Do not want. Put a turret here, we'll put a turret down here. Get this party started. Send some missiles. And those missiles I'm using are with my Q button. Let's get some more energy. Stay energized. All right, so we should be good to go. Got those blue beams going. Can I make it? Yeah, easy. Blink. Now we're gonna fight the final boss. Mithrix. Like I said, he takes everything you have when he gets to like his end game. So let me take this chance to topping off. Topping off here a little bit. Don't want to go thirsty. I'm fighting the final boss. No. So you can kind of cheese with this guy, but I'm going to try not to, if I can avoid it. Actually, I have plenty of... Probably just hit 4 of these. Do a decent amount of damage to him. I'm honestly surprised that didn't do more. Well, he's getting all kinds of status effects. He's getting fire, he's getting bleed. Not having a good time. Alrighty. That was not bad. Go ahead and throw 2 missiles out. And go ahead and drop a shield. Take out these flyboys. Alright. Flyboys done. One of our turrets went down. Okay. Next. We're gonna go ahead and open up a can of corn in the sky. All 8 missiles. Cool. Alright, now he's gonna take all our stuff. I'm just gonna back off. Let my turrets do the work. Actually, I shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that. That was dumb. Oh, it's okay, I still haven't done this. So my turrets are shooting him, and he's just absolutely spanking him. Go ahead and throw another missile out at him. As we hit him, we'll get stuff back. So we started to get some more stuff back. And he's just still able to erase our turret. Oh gosh. Can't shoot through this. Oh. Giving us more stuff back. He's absolutely beast moding our turret. Spooky. Kill my turret, please. All right, we got him. He got him. All right, let's find a teleporter. We have 3 minutes to get to that ship that we initially crossed, and then it's another portal event, so we have to. Oh, what? Sometimes I swear with these portals. Another portal event, so we got to stand there for a full minute to recharge it. So we got to get there before 1 minute's up, and we got to stay in the portal the entire time, which should be pretty easily done. Yeah. I procced a lot into movement, so I move pretty quick. Go ahead and put a shield up. Oh, their attacks go through the shield. Some missiles out here. I'm gonna fire all our missiles. Just wipe these guys. These guys, when they die, they drop a black hole around them that will kill you. Yeah. So if you're in that circle, if you no matter how much health you have, you just die. You just die. Actually, I think if you're 100% health, you don't die. Well, no, because I think they do damage to you, so it takes away the kind of protection. Yeah, I don't think you can survive that at all. We did it. Okay. So we're gonna try hardest difficulty. Oh no. We'll step it up to monsoon. Probably gonna get pooped on. That's okay. 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 Monsoon selected. Let's go. Oh, so slow, can't move. Thanks, turrets. Alright, looking for a place to drop a turret if I can. Oh, shield. Get our money. Starting off with that bungus. Starting off with the bungus in this class. We're gonna play this pretty much the same way we did, but difficulty is maxed out. Enemies are tankier, they do more damage. Have less chance of survival. Need money. Get money by killing people. That sounds really weird. Oh, equipment. Need this. Get this first. Alright, a good old green. We'll go with our trusty shuriken. I need somebody to spawn because I need this money. There's also little capsules that have money in them. You just open for free. Flying around the map. Of course, they know I need money, so they're not going to spawn. There we go. Kind of being jerks. And, you know, as I do things like get coffee, since that speeds up my attacks, that also speeds up my shurikens. So my shurikens will happen more. Alright, we'll get our missiles right off the bat, which is cool. Yeah. Only use one at a time, so one and then a 45-second cooldown. We'll worry about him later. But as we get fuel cells, which we'll get some fuel cells later on, means we'll be able to stack them. I guess boxes are just more expensive mode too. So you get items slower or harder to get items. Okay, okay. I see you, I see you. Oh, get out. Oh, get out. Alright. Green. Let's go ahead and start with we need fire. We need fire. Build up our DPS as soon as we can. There's a teleporter. Do not want it yet. Thingy. Oh wow, this way. Hello. They can use the little jump pad things. Okay, so we got the Fuego. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna change this up and start with a life right away. Alright, we got the Bungus. We need fire. This will help out our DPS a whole heck of a lot. Right off the bat, which is what we need to do. Make it! Only one jump. One jump. Okay, so they'll damaged. Applies to our turrets as well. Let us continue on this path of damage with bleed. Right tip dagger, bleed on. They just get waylaid on. What you give me? What you give me? Let's go ahead and go with. Oh. This will give us increased damage against high health enemies. So we'll damage them much quicker when we first encounter them, and then our damage goes back to normal as they get down below, I think, 90% health. So basically, our first hit's gonna really slap them. So if we stack that with some items that do a lot of crit, then that first hit can be absolutely cheek blasting. The difficulty goes up, so we're already at medium difficulty. So the difficulty goes up faster in this mode as well. Usually we'd still be in easy on the by the time we got to the second level. When we're not even done with this level and already. Alright, so we got that. Let's get sticky bombs. We're just working on improving our DPS. Getting that first smack on them. Need the money. Those are the capsules that have money in them. And I think the more crowbars, I think it reduces the night. I think it goes 80% damage and 70%. I'm not sure actually how that works, but the items do stack and they improve the more of them you get. Ooh. Wait, what is this? Oh, it's just this thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our... We got the sticky bombs. Pick them up? Yeah, I did. The glasses, they, okay, yeah, increase the chance of a critical strike. So that's what we want. We want that first strike to be a critical strike, because that's going to do more damage with the crowbar. Ow. Dodge, dip, dive, dodge, duck. Let's go. Got some missiles. Go ahead and put our shield up. Oh boy, this is scary. This is scary. Okay. Some... Oh gosh. Okay, so that goes through our shield. That is interesting. Here we go. Burn him up. And he gave us a gold item. Let's go with... I think this is the play. Critical strikes always bleed enemies. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Not too bad, but still a little bit more difficult than the rainstorm difficulty. Okay, this is kind of a cool place. I like this map a lot. The maps are random, so it'll just teleport you between the maps. Flying guy, not even gonna mess around, use the turret right away. I have a hard time damaging. Like these items are 180 something, so see if we can build up some money. Oh, these guys are buckets of fun. They're like machine gun guys. I'm just gonna leave them some presents. Leave a little minefield for them to run into. We'll draw our fly guy into our turret. Yeah, that just absolutely blew his cheeks out. Oh, just had enough money. Okay, what do we want? We want missiles. We want fuel cells. Let's go with fuel cells first. And actually, I need to get my double jump, especially for this map. Get that probably next. How much is 13? Yep. Oh my. Save my. Okay. Grab you. What did we say we're gonna get? Started on some coffee, I think. Probably actually need to do Bungus pretty early on too. So yeah, we'll get one more coffee and then we'll get Bungus up to full bunging power. No, not full, we'll just get 5 and we'll work on getting 10 later. I think 10's kind of optimal for one person. Probably overkill for 2 people. I mean, it helps a lot, but I think there's other priorities. Alright, let's see, how much are you? 13? What are you giving me? Get some Bungus going. Get some Bungus among us. Already more halfway through hard difficulty. See if we see the teleporter. Seeing it. Yes. Probably over that way then. Or over behind that thing. Alright. Little minefield for those guys that are going to come after us. So after the Bungus, we'll probably go back into Coffee. Get our speed up, which will help a lot. Helps our attack speed. And the attack speed of our turrets a lot. They shoot faster. Ooh. Okay, we're going Shield of Aegis starting off. So that means, like, so if I stand still, see my Bungus starts to overcharge a shield there in the bottom. My health is in the bottom left. Once I leave it, it starts to go back down. But if I'm standing in the Bungus, I'm standing in a cloud from the... Oh, he looks mad. Oh, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Let's do this. This. Right. We got a big Chungus coming for us. Looks very cross. There we go. We left him a minefield, so we were able to take care of him pretty quick. One more Bungus. Then we'll start into some coffee, I think. Not enough dosh. Not enough dosh for that. But the shields also help. The Shield of Aegis also helps the turrets. So you can see the turret's health is also overshielded. There we go. So keeping them close by to each other will really help protect them, because they're constantly healing each other, but they're also constantly overshielding each other. All right, next green is going to be a feather. So I can get them hops. Okay, I see the portal up there. I can just do this, right? Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a flamethrower, maybe? I do kind of want that. I get that after the teleporter. Alright, we're gonna get our hops. Popo feather. Popo feather. Get our second jump. Really helps a lot with mobility on these maps, getting to places that you need to get to. Oh, you're an ice guy. Frost giant. I don't like you. Please rip. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. No. Oh no. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. That hurts. All right. Yeah, I really should have put down a turret right away, but I was wanting to trigger the thing and then put down the turret. Always play very defensively on this difficulty. Always. I get some enemies. Just need $25. $25, please. Field was spooking me there. That's not what I wanted. I wanted fire. I'm dumb. That's good. That's good. He's okay. Oh. He's got a healing aura. Go get that. Okay. Excuse me. We're gonna get fire off the bat. We'll get fire and then we'll get our shuriken. Yep, these fly guys made a fool out of me. We'll just let the turret. We'll let them play with the turret. Give us some passive income. That's another nice thing about the turret is you can just walk away and get money from them. Fire. We need fire. yes. Okay, we'll get you. Missiles back. Alright. Nice little... Okay, to pick it. Nice little kit. Starting off with. Welcome in, cutie. Welcome in. Just playing some Risk of Rain. Badly. Very badly. Hydrate? Yes. Yes, I can do that. Let me get to a hydration setup here. Okay. I'm gonna double hydrate here. Thank you, cutie. Welcome. Good to see you. Playing a little bit of Risk of Rain. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I was just a little frustrated with my silliness. But doing good. Oh, I don't want either of these things. Can't remember what this one does, but so we're gonna get it. Upgrade your items at the starts of the rounds. Upgrade. Oh no, I hate this thing. I hate this thing. Crap. Whatever. We'll play it. That's awesome. Yeah. I was a little silly at work, as you know. Made a mistake, but I'm doing good now. How are you? Life is good. What I want. Count. Rude. Better. Good. No, I should have just left that purple item. I know. I'm feeling kind of silly now. I picked that up. Oh, sticky bombs? Let me get sticky bombs. Stinky bombs. Just coasting by? Still upset about the... Yeah. I can understand that. Well, thanks for stopping in. And yeah, that can be a real bummer. But I think it's probably a blessing in disguise, to be honest. But yeah, it still feels stinky. Yeah. That's a real stinky thing to do. But I mean, from the sound of things, I think that you probably would have been not terribly happy there. So. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, nepotism. Yeah, there's probably that. Unfortunately, that's how the world is sometimes. But yeah, places that do that kind of thing, you know, it'd just be a toxic place to work anyways. So it may have been nice for a little while, but it would eventually been new work for me. Yeah. Yeah, eventually it would have probably gotten really kinky. Yeah, yeah. That's all you can do. And even if you do find a place and it's not, you know, the right place, just you gotta find somewhere else to go. So yeah, it's kind of it kind of sucks. I mean, that really sucks the way that they handled that, but gotta keep trying. Baskin Robbins, yeah. Yeah, that'd be kind of bug. I'm not a big ice cream guy myself, but I used to go to Baskin Robbins on occasion with the folks. Only does in person. Hmm. Shield of E here again. So like to even apply, you have to do it in person. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit odd, but yeah, yeah, yeah. Acquaintances, friends that work at a place that you're looking for, it helps a lot. Sorry, I'm just looking at what I need. Grab these. Let my turrets work here. Handle handle my light work. Yeah, I know that feeling. But when I graduated college, it was in the middle of the housing crisis, and it was bad. I actually had a job lined up, and during like it was like during midterms, I actually got two really well paying jobs, and I turned one down and accepted another one. And um around midterms of my senior year, they called me and they're like, "Yeah, we're that position's actually been um removed." So they're in a hiring freeze, and they actually got rid of the position that I accepted. And I asked them if there's any other positions I can apply to, and they're like, "No, we're in a hiring freeze. We're not hiring anybody." Because the housing crisis started to get really bad, and the economy started to get real bad. So I called back the original place that one of the other place that I turned down. I was paid about the same, and they were like, "Yeah, no, yeah, yeah." So, and since it was like midterms, I just kind of I didn't take the because I already gone through a bunch of applications and all that stuff. So it was midterm, so I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna focus on finishing up this year. I'm not even gonna try to go through all the that of applying for another job. So I graduated. I didn't have a job when I got out of college. It took me um 6 months to get a job that paid. Oh, it was like 30% less, and that job was an absolute nightmare. Yeah, I know that feel. I was applying to so many places, getting an interview every once in a while, nobody calling back, just because it was an employer's market. There was a lot of people that were getting laid off. Yeah, it was no fun. Oh yeah, if you want, there's a Discord join link. Feel free to join the Discord and socials, all that, Twitter. YouTube is just for VODs. I really don't do anything there, but feel free to. I think it might become something. Might do some editing and stuff like that at some point, or hire an editor. But right now I'm just using it to store my VODs. But yeah, the Twitter, go live notifications if you prefer, go Twitter notifications, and the Discord as well. Let's see what I need. Ukulele. Ukulele gives me this electric. Oh, I already have the ukulele. I'm dumb. Let's go. We'll get extra ukulele. The ukulele gives you a kind of an electric shock when you hit him with a critical hit, and it'll chain to other enemies nearby. Really nice. It's really quite powerful. I don't know why I have 2 ukuleles and 2 will-o-wisps. Oh, I know why. Because that stupid item I picked up. I think. Is that what's the? Yeah, it's upgrading my white. I don't have Bungus anymore. Yeah, that thing, I need to get rid of it. Basically upgrading my white items to green, and my green will get upgraded to yellow. Yeah, this item's terrible for my build. I wish there was a shredder on every single map. I picked that up not really knowing what it was. Sorry. Just got texted by work. See if one of my coworkers picks it up. Okay. I need fire back. They upgraded my fire. Ooh. Nice. We'll get pocket ICBM. No. But you're not dead. But you're dead. No. Well, well. Unfortunately, I got a message from work, so I gotta go take care of this. But thank you, you Jabber, for stopping in. It's good to see you. Um, I need to disconnect here, so let's see. Are we risking the rain? Yeah, yeah. Welcome in, Cold Coffee. Um, I got called by work, so I need to pop into work. So I'm just gonna throw out a quick raid. It looks like Swolecat's playing some Smash Brothers, so let's throw him a raid. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry, I wanted to finish this level. Oh, but I gotta take care of this. This is kind of an important thing. Where is my raid button? There we go. Thanks everybody for swinging by. Sorry for the abrupt end, but that's how it'll be sometimes. I will probably do some kind of stream this weekend. Um, I don't know when exactly. I usually stream on Saturday mornings. It probably won't be Saturday morning. It'll probably be some time. I don't know when. But next scheduled stream will be Tuesday around 6 p.m. CT. So I'll see you guys later.